It has been just under 1 week since Victoria 3 has gone out to the public, and several weeks since I've had access to Victoria 3, and there certainly have been some mixed experiences. While some, especially higher level reviewers, have given the game great praise, many others have pointed out the issues with the game and how they could really be improved. Here I wish to state 5 major issues with VIC3 and what Paradox can do to make them better. Number 1, the war system. At this point the system has become a bit of a meme, but in general it is simply lacking too much. Battles are unengaging on both the Navy and Army front. The frontline system itself is clunky and uninteresting, and there is too little autonomy to properly feel as if you're taking your nation into a new phase of gameplay. Paradox here could really spend some time offering more war commands, allowing for greater control of where to advance, and expanding on what's really happening during war. Number 2, flavor, or lack thereof. Many nations, as I've alluded to previously in past videos, feel bare bones, lacking specific significant journal entries or unique events. While Paradox has referred to wanting to make each simulation unique, having an unhistorical world goes from making a unique game to just an annoying game for the player to look at. Paradox here could really railroad the world, offering an unhistorical or historical simulating version like Hoi4, allowing for players to have accurate US civil wars, colonization of Africa, formation of Germany, etc., while keeping some of the wildness of the current game if you choose to be unhistorical. Similarly, Paradox can expand over time on unique event chains, interest groups, and government types, alongside adding other flavor to each nation, which they have shown to have a great ability to do so in Stellaris, EU4, Hoi4, amongst many other games. And I imagine that over time, each nation can become extremely unique. Number 3, the AI. This relates back partially to the lack of flavor, but the AI in Victoria 3 heavily underperform even a semi-decent player. They poorly manage economies, will consistently mismanage wars, and randomly occupy parts of the world for no reason. The AI in turn make this game go from a semi-fun experience at times to being extremely annoying and disappointing. If Paradox used the system they already had in place, like regional interests, to better curtail AI colonization, then the AI would be much likely to be improved in areas as it would be too far away from them to go to specific interest areas or regions. Personally, I wish that Victoria 3's AI didn't do so many outlandish things, and I imagine this is something Paradox can improve with patches and changing how the AI-specific game state works. Number 4, the user interface. I know personally this may be a bit of a controversial topic, but I feel that Victoria 3's UI is quite clunky, having far too many overlaps in where information is stored, what tabs stay open, and where you can find things you're looking for. Similarly, while the map is pretty, many map modes need to be better defined to describe information without difficulties. For example, the political map lacks clarity for most wars and can be easily overcrowded, while the more zoomed in map from time to time has errors and can be hard to explain what's happening around in a region. While some mods have already helped with this already, I think Paradox can step in and simplify many of the UI issues, especially related to the map. Number 5. The last thing I wish to discuss is the issues with micro in Victoria 3 and controlling your nation. In Victoria 2, it was easy to automate many features of your economy, allowing for capitalists to build factories for you and for the game to buy goods for you if you needed. While the AI did not do a perfect job, it left room for the player to focus on political and diplomatic issues, which I personally find the most interesting in Paradox games, especially in the Victoria series. In the case of VIC3, the limited amount of automation means you constantly have to micromanage your economy, consistently having to go in and make sure your product types are correct, you aren't missing certain amounts of goods, but you also don't have too much of a certain good. If you don't have enough government administration buildings, railroads, or ports, you have to manually do that, and it just takes time and is tedious. Personally, I would wish for them to allow a player to automate most of these features so I can really focus on the diplomatic challenges, which I find the most interesting. Paradox in itself can allow automated market interactions and bring back some of the capitalist building mechanics from Victoria 2, so certain players can be left to the diplomatic and political issues that are most interesting to them. Overall, there are certainly many major problems with Victoria 3, but I believe Paradox can work to amend them if they seriously listen to their player base and take these issues to heart. Sincerely, Wonder Productions.